Heyo, so I just want to start off this video with a fair warning that if you hear any background noise, I apologize in advance. It is hot as hell right now, and I have the windows open because of it, so if you hear cars or anything like that, yeah, sorry. Also, while I have you all here, I just want to share a little thing I got. Yeah. Oh my god. Alright, Syam, the designated weave weapon of the Drifter melees, unlockable for 50 pathos clamps or 250 platinum if you're using your mother's credit card, you basement dwelling. This is a low damage but fast hitting and high slash weapon. In Drifter combat, the Syam is actually really good as a combo weapon. Both its normal and heavy attacks come out really quick, so it's easy to combo them both into one another. Its special attack is something that most longsword users are familiar with if you play Monster Hunter, and if you do use longsword, I'm going to find you. Start running. In Warframe combat, it's a more typical Nakana, which is still great because, well, Nakanas are some of the best weapon types in the game. Alongside your usual Nakana moveset, if you heavy attack, you'll actually perform a unique move that sends out a shockwave. Unfortunately, this shockwave isn't great, and while it does take your mods into account, it does so little damage compared to a normal heavy attack that it's honestly not worth using beyond a very specific setup I've seen with Mirage, in which case, yeah, go ham, like it's actually really fun. Now, of course, not all is lost. If you do a sliding heavy attack, you'll basically perform your normal heavy attack, so you're not completely locked out of this option. The overall stats of the Syam are pretty balanced, with a 2.5 meter range, critical chance of 22%, critical damage multiplier of 2, a status chance of 34%, and a total damage of 270 with the dominating status type being puncture and slash equally. It's pretty decent all around. Comparing this to other Nakanas, it holds up pretty well. For example, Skijati has a range of 2.7 meters, critical chance of 19%, critical damage multiplier of 2.1, a status chance of 30%, and a total damage of 175 with majority slash. Comparing it to Azah, it actually holds up pretty well once again. Barris here will be our little guinea pig for this test. With a range of 2.5 meters, critical chance of 34%, critical damage of 2, a status chance of 12%, and a total damage of 218 with majority slash, while Barris does have a higher crit chance, it absolutely tanks when it comes to the status chance, and I'm willing to admit that as the person who built this. One final thing I would also like to mention, as I forgot to in my previous video, is the ease of access to these weapons. Since Javiri is a new beginning for new players, these are actually really easy to get earlier on for new Tenno, and that's really good, especially showing how well this thing holds up when it comes to stats, and also with Azathain being essentially a better pennant. I'm really excited to see what Eden has in store, and I hope it holds up compared to these two. Which, yes, that is a spoiler for the next video. I'm going to be doing Eden, sorry. And that's the Syam for you. A very strong Nakana that beats out a lot of the competition that can be obtained very early in the game. It is a shame that its heavy attack doesn't hold up to par with the rest of it, but overall, it's a pretty good weapon and I would highly recommend it to anyone who's looking for a good Nakana, especially if you're new to the game. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I hope to see you again soon.